How does someone go from a bullied kid in South Africa to the richest man in the world? This is not just the story of Elon Musk. It's a roadmap. In the next few minutes, we're breaking down how he built insane wealth, and more importantly, what you can copy. Because behind the rockets, the memes, and the madness, there's a mindset, a system, and a set of decisions that turned ideas into billions. You don't need to be but if you learn how he thinks, you might build something bigger than you ever imagined. Most people think wealth comes from luck or inheritance, but Elon Musk proves otherwise. He didn't start with a silver spoon. He started with a vision and relentless action. The truth is, most people never get rich because they think too small, move too slow, and never bet on themselves. This video is for anyone tired of the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, because Elon's journey isn't just for billionaires. It's for anyone willing to think differently, take risks, and build boldly. So let's break it down, one move at a time, and see what you can steal from Elon's playbook. Elon was born in South Africa, but his mind was always somewhere else. He taught himself to code before the internet was mainstream, and sold his first video game at 12. By his 20s, he left for North America. Not for comfort, but for opportunity. No connections, no funding, just vision. His first big win, Zipar, a startup he co-founded with his brother that got acquired for over $300 million. That deal gave him his first million, and something even more powerful. Most people would stop after making their first million. Elon doubled down. He didn't buy mansions or yachts. He reinvested nearly everything into new ideas. That mindset, to use early wins as fuel for bigger bets, is something you can copy. Zip2 gave him credibility, but it was his next move, PayPal, that changed the game. He wasn't just trying to get rich, he was trying to reshape how money moves online. And that's what made him dangerous and different. After Zip2, Elon co-founded X.com, which later became PayPal. That company didn't just make him rich, it created a network of future billionaires. The so-called PayPal Mafia, people like Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman, and Elon himself went on to shape tech as we know it. When PayPal was acquired by eBay, Elon walked away with $180 million, and instead of saving it, he went all in. Because Elon doesn't just build companies, he builds ecosystems, and that's how wealth compounds, through bold reinvestment and smart alliances. Here's where most people tap out. But Elon leveled up. He took that $180 million and poured over $100 million of it into Tesla and SpaceX. That wasn't strategy, that was survival. He bet it all. He risked his fortune, his reputation, and his future on ideas most people laughed at. Electric cars, space travel. But when you believe more than anyone else and back it with your own money, people pay attention. That's not reckless. That's ownership. And it's what separates entrepreneurs from legends. While companies spent millions on ads, Elon became the ad. No marketing team. No traditional campaigns. Just one man, tweeting, trolling, and trending. And it worked. Because people don't just buy Teslas, they buy into Elon. He turned himself into a brand. Unpredictable, bold, impossible to ignore. You might not have a global audience, but you do have a story. And if you build your personal brand with honesty and courage, you won't need ads either. People will find you. Tesla isn't just a car company, it's a climate mission. SpaceX isn't just about rockets, it's about making humanity Elon doesn't sell products, he sells purpose. That's why investors, employees, and customers line up. Because they're not just buying in, they're believing in. And when your business stands for something bigger, it attracts more than money. It attracts movement. Ask yourself, what mission are you building toward? Elon doesn't take a paycheck from his companies. His wealth doesn't come from salaries. It comes from ownership. He owns massive equity stakes in Tesla, SpaceX, and beyond. So when those companies grow, so does his fortune. This is a mindset shift. Instead of trading time for money, you build something that pays you even when you sleep. Even on a smaller scale, the lesson is clear. Own your work. Own your value. That's how real wealth is built. Elon's tweets move markets. He's chaotic, unfiltered, sometimes reckless. But there's a pattern. By controlling his own narrative, even through controversy, he stays top of mind. And in today's world, attention is currency. You don't need to be provocative to win, but you do need to be visible. Silence doesn't scale, visibility does. Tesla makes cars, SpaceX builds rockets. Neuralink is working on brain tech, and Starlink is launching global internet. Elon doesn't rely on one business. He builds empires, and each one feeds the next. That's the lesson. Once you have one stream of income working, don't stop. Use it to launch the next, because true financial freedom comes from layers, not limits. You don't need billions to copy Elon's strategy. You need vision, execution, and courage to move fast. Start with what you have. Think beyond what you see. Act quicker than feels comfortable. Elon's not rich because he's perfect. He's rich because he moves before the world is ready, so stop waiting. Start building. Elon Musk didn't follow the rules. He rewrote them. He didn't wait for perfect timing. He created momentum. And that's the real takeaway. It's not about becoming the next Elon. It's about becoming the first you. With vision, strategy, and the guts to execute. Wealth doesn't reward the smartest. It rewards the boldest. If this gave you clarity or a spark of ambition, like the video, subscribe to Rise to Riches and drop a comment. Which Elon move are you going to apply to your own journey? Because you don't need millions to start. You just need action. Take the first step and rise to riches.